Hello everyone, today is the time where we summon on the banners that got released yesterday as I went to bed. So we're gonna try to go and get ourselves some copies of the new Ottarl and Freya, and then also some copies of these units that got featured in a special gacha. So I feel like the best way to start off with is just with these two units, as they are probably more hyped than the other few. So I think we're gonna go ahead and do 4 pulls here, and we're gonna hopefully get quite a bit of copies. The minimum, of course, is just 2 copies on the first and fourth guaranteed pool, but there's always an option to get more of those. And if we get more, I would prefer Ottarl, because I already do have the MLB Daphne Kazuchi. Okay, this is the Freya, so I'm not sure if it's the 11th pool or if it's just the something in between. Okay, it is the 11th pool, so we got 1 copy of Freya from the first pool. So let's go ahead and do a couple more, hoping for some rainbow doors. This one is, however, just a golden one. Okay. As for whether or not you should be spending Iris on this banner, it obviously depends on what you need, but I think the Ottarl is gonna do quite a bit of damage on all the modes, the war game, the record buster also. So people are quite excited about him. And for the Freya, she's also pretty damn good with the 20% strength and magic buff, which is not very common on other assists. Daphne Kazuchi has a 20%, and then I think some assists have a 20% magic buff, but it's not really plentiful. Okay, so the luck wasn't great on our first 3 pulls. Hopefully this last one that we do on this banner for now is a little bit better and features some non-guaranteed ones. That would be the hope for sure. If not, I hope we just get a copy of Ottarl and then we'll see from there. Okay, this might be the 11th one. Okay, that's very angry, so I'm guessing it's the Ottarl. Yes, it is. Okay. Okay, so we get a copy of him as well, but that is just the 2 guaranteed ones. So sadly no extra luck there for now. I will probably, when I get her more Iris, summon more on the banner, but for now I think this is gonna have to be it, because I do want some of the units here on these 2 banners. If you are missing a copy of either Moonlight Hestia or the Outside Orario Eyes, I would recommend you to summon for 1 copy of her on this banner, which is exactly what I'm gonna do here. So let's just hope we get 1 copy of her as soon as possible, and then we can move on to the next thing. That would be what we're looking for. And we are gonna do, I think, the guaranteed one as well after this, if she doesn't show up here, but hopefully we don't have to. Okay, so she's not here. Really hoping it's gonna be the Outside Orario in this one, the eyes, because we do want her for Record Buster, just as an assist on the sack to provide you plus single target damage, which people usually get with either her or Moonlight Hestia, Moonlight Reunion Hestia. And I don't have either so far, so she would be really great to have. Oh, wait, that was not the. I skipped over it because it was the free star animation showed up at first, but we actually got her. Great, that's awesome. I think this might be the 11th one. Yeah, okay, so I think this is it for me for this banner. I do already have a copy of Lily and no copies of Amit, but I don't really need those, so I probably stop here, and then we move on to this one, which I definitely probably will use all the remaining Iris on, because we do want a copy of Line, which I also really recommend you to get. She's pretty much the best sack for every PvE mode. And then we want to get as many copies of Daphne because she's a great physical unit in physical rush unit in a war game. And I do want to experiment a little bit with those physical rush teams for me. So I hope one copy of Line shows up and then as many copies of Daphne as possible from the pools we're gonna do. But so far it's not really looking that great. We haven't actually gotten any non-guaranteed bonds so far. So I guess it's a little bit of a redemption on the bad luck, because we had a lot of good luck, I feel like, in the past couple of summons. Well, other than the Under Resort one. The Under Resort one was pretty poor. So let's see what this guaranteed one is. I'm not expecting a non-guaranteed one. The road. Oh, that is the eyes. Okay, so that's the one I want the least out of these three. That is unfortunate. Okay. We have 400 more iris only, so we can only do one more step, which we will do. And then we obviously don't want to do the next one because we don't want to use paid iris on the just the normal draws. But we do get a non-guaranteed 4-star here, so that is good. I'm just hoping it's either a Line or a Daphne at this point. And then the next thing we have to do, I guess, is gather more iris to spend on these banners, because if we don't get Line here, okay, so the eyes is the copy we got. Oh, sorry for skipping over the animation again, but I wasn't expecting it to pop up right there. Also, don't want to make the video too long, that's why I'm going over the animations and voice lines a little bit. So we're not gonna do banners draws here, at least for now. I guess the next plan is just gathering as much iris as we can. We did manage to get the copy of Outside Orario Eyes, but we still will have to spend iris on this banner because I really do need this Line and want Daphne. Like, I don't really need her, but I do want her. And then what we still have to do in this video is use this 2 11 draw tickets and the 1 4-star guaranteed ticket which we got from the Familia Royale rewards, as we did place 3rd in the EU rankings of it, so the rewards for that were quite nice. So I guess we're hoping for some copies of 4 stars, which we need. Maybe a Daphne shows up here, or the Line, and then we might not have to spend so much iris on the next one. Okay, so here's another non-guaranteed from the 3-star unit, and it shows up in the first one, which is really good. Wait, what? Okay, so the eye shows up even in the normal tickets. Does that mean our eyes is now, because we got 3 copies, so this eyes is now +4 for me, which is really close to MLB. Which means that I guess if we get 1 more copy doing pulls on that special gacha banner afterwards, we'll be able to MLB her. So I don't hate that, that's for sure. I feel like she has a pretty good use in Wargame as a member of your sub unit assist. So I don't hate that, I do like it. And then the last thing we're doing is this 4-star guaranteed, just 1 draw here, so it's just the 4-star, and which one do we get? I have no idea who this is. Wait, was this even in the... Oh, it's the Onsen Lily, okay. I haven't got a copy of her yet, but I don't think, as far as I remember, she's not a unit that is used a lot. But overall, I guess the polls could be better. We did get some copies of what we wanted, and the +4 promoter eyes is actually interesting. I will probably make her +4 and then hopefully get 1 more copy from the banner. But for now, I guess we're we're gonna have to collect more iris for this one. And then I'm not sure what we're gonna do as far as collecting iris for the 3rd anniversary, which is coming in mid-June. Hopefully there's gonna be quite a bit of iris that we'll be able to gather until then, and hopefully there's not gonna be that many good banners, because otherwise I'm gonna have to spend iris on all of them again. So yeah, this is it for this video. Thank you very much for watching it. I hope you have a little bit better luck than I did. I hope you get everything that you're looking for from the banners. And I will see you guys in the next one. Oh, and I will be making videos on the 7th zone. On all the elements actually, on this week and also the next week. Because I did notice that the enemies changed from being multiple enemies to just one enemy, which means that the entire team composition you're supposed to use changes quite a bit. So that's what we're gonna be doing videos on as well, so you can look forward to seeing those on the channel as well. So feel free to click that like button, feel free to click that subscribe button. Thank you very much for watching again, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye!